The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood, and looked down as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that passing there, had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, some more ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Sing to the east and the west. Thank you very much for coming this evening. This is a very special concert for all of us, hopefully for you as well. I would assume that's why you're here. There were so many great events that have happened on this stage, musical, theatrical, and other, and there's still a show going on tomorrow night and Sunday afternoon. We are hoping that the community will still be using this space for just such events in the future, although that remains to be seen, sadly. But again, thank you very much for coming to this event. Our next song is O Light Everlasting by Chris Johnson. Olaf Chris Johnson. I wanted to say the other one, his father, but no, Olaf Chris Johnson.
O light everlasting, O
That was a piece called Northern Lights by the Norwegian-born, but now based in Manhattan, female composer Ola Yellow. That's how you say her name, if you were at all curious looking at all of those vowels and consonants that don't really make hard sounds. Ola Yellow. Our next song, even though it has a Latin title, there are far more English lyrics in this than there are Latin. As with the Ola Yellow tune, the translation of the Latin lyrics are in your program. This is Omnia Soul by Z. Randall Stroop.
doubts and fears, my eyes be filled with tears. But Jesus is a friend who watches day and night. I go to him in prayer, he knows my every care. And just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus and tell him all about our troubles. He'll hear our faintest cry and answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer wheel turning, you'll know a little fire is burning. You'll find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Have a little talk with Jesus and tell him all about our troubles. He'll hear our faintest cry and answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer wheel turning, you'll know a little fire is burning. You'll find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Just a little talk with Jesus. Just a little talk with Jesus. Just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Makes it right.
I'm sure you've all heard the old saying that it takes a village. And before we sing our last piece tonight, we want to, as a Roadrunner Chorale, want to thank a number of people that have helped make this happen. First and foremost, would you join us in giving a hand to Dr. Sinnott and to Chris for all the hard work they have done for us? Thank you both. And also a thank you to Judge Sharp, who is in the wings helping us with a few things tonight. And we did have some businesses that have very graciously helped us make this happen. Thank you to Pratt Funeral Service, WCCU Credit Union, Triple S Transport, and Robin Pearson, who got our lovely piano going for us tonight. And the other thing we wanted to do this evening, as Chris mentioned, there have been so many wonderful events that have taken place on this campus and in this theater. And we want to honor and give a round of applause to anyone that has ever worked here, anyone that's been in an ensemble here, or has just helped this place out any way that it very well could have been. So thank you to everybody.
Good evening. Dr. Burkett, I apologize. I have to read it. I hope that you have all enjoyed our performance thus far this evening. Before we perform our final song, we want to honor some very special people. If you look in your program, you will see a list of names. And I will admit that this is really only a partial list. 4 of us, through messenger and phone calls, attempted to make this list. It is a list of those who in some way graced the stage or the backstage of this theater. In the Robert Frost poem that was read at the beginning of tonight, he talked about taking the road less traveled. To me, tonight, that road is this stage. I have been blessed to perform on this stage as a 4-H member in many plays, as a member of choirs and bands, and once, many, many years ago, operating the old dinosaur lightning board that was up there. All because Dr. Burkett said that I could do it. I did okay, I guess. Didn't I?
Yes,
Okay. You were in that one, weren't you?
yes, nothing started on fire, the lights came on and went off, so.
I guess I did okay. You may have noticed this table over here. This table is here to represent those who took this road. They love to perform and share their love of the stage with their audience. This table is here to honor those who have and have yet to spend time in some way on or behind the scenes of this stage. This table is also in memory of those no longer with us. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming tonight. And tonight, we dedicate this final song to those who played a part, no matter how small, in every production and concert that has graced this stage in the years past and in all the years to come. But especially to those who are no longer with us. Corey, Deb, Michelle, and Lance, just to name a few. This one is for you and all the rest who are watching over us tonight and every night on this stage. We now give you, precious Lord, take my hand.
Thank you all very much for coming this evening. I understand we're going to take a quick photograph of the group.
We are, yes.
We are. There is a reception, coffee, juice, punch, something, donuts, cookies, things upon which to nosh, out in the cafeteria. So please join us there as we gather together. Thank you very much for coming this evening. Oh, I guess we need a couple minutes to set things up out there, so don't start peeling back the tinfoil just yet. We'll be there. Okay, do we have windows? Can we see? Gene, you're taking a picture of yourself. I can see you on the screen. There we go.